impact, and proposed intervention framework. Child marriage defined as a social impending childhood development and future prospect legally specified as marriage below 18 year old for female and 21-year for male. UNICEF annually estimates 1.5 million girls married before 18 year in India. India accounts for the largest global number of child brides, one third of the total. Approximately 16% of girls are in age 15 to 19 years. Recent National Family Health Survey indicated 25 to 30% of marriages are child marriages. Legal framework. Historical Act. Child Marriage Restraint Act 1929, Sharda Act. Current legislation. Prohibition of Child Marriage 2006, enforced from 2007 with rules notified in 2018. Core mandate focus on prevention, protection, and punishment, include penalties and parent societal participation. Age specification legal age for girls changed from 15 to 18 in 1978 and for boy 21. Challenge and limitation. Issue related to age definition due to personal laws. Child marriages are not uh, uh, void ab initio, required nullification petition upon majority 18 year. Nullification not possible post 20 year. Necessitates divorce petition. Procedural gaps exist requiring amendment. Implementation challenge and non-compliance. Ineffective implementation. Legal framework exists uh, but requires robust execution, which is challenging. Designated authority, district magistrate and child marriage prevention official (CMPOs) legally functional. Resource and capacity constraint. CMPO often not dedicated roles, Tehsildar with existing duty, impacting focus effort. Inadequate outreach, insufficient mandated publicity, community meeting, and engagement with local infrastructure. Absence of accountability mechanism. Accountability for local functionaries, sarpanch, patwari, police, teacher, municipal official in prevention and reporting is constantly enforced. Gatekeeper non-compliance. Printing presses preparing cards for migrant and venues, school, community center, Patwar Bhavan, permitting child marriage operate without effective monitoring or fixed responsibility. Impact analysis, health, mental, and social domains. Child marriage has several multifaceted negative impact. So on health, so maternally mortality and infant mortality, significant contribution, postpartum hemorrhage, leading cause of maternal death and intestinal death of baby common. And then comes the what is the then AMR and MMR. Then comes the pregnancy and delivery complication, fetal growth restriction, preterm delivery, obstacle labor due to undeveloped pelvis, uterus rupture, cause of death. Then comes the high malnutrition. So, especially anemia, 59 percent in adults got protein calcium deficiencies. Then comes the increased risks of STIs and HIV infection, leading to higher cervical cancer risks due to early sexual activity. High risk of sepsis for unsafe abortion and post delivery complication, especially with anemia. Poor menstruation and general hygiene contributing to frequent infection. So mental challenges in social emotion adjustment due to immaturity, often resulting in domestic violence, high incidence of anxiety and depression, lack of education, and limited awareness of rights and leading to acceptance. Then the social curtailment of childhood and educational opportunity, limited autonomy and voice in the household, perception treatment of as property or a burden, exposure to various forms of violence, including physical, mental, sexual, and violence. Then comes the social, cultural, and social determinants. So, mindset, prominent view of the girl child as a burden. Economic factor, dowry concern driving early marriage to mitigate future financial burden and to manage cost via collective marriage. Patriarchal norms. So, practical norms, the treatment of daughter as property to transfer, so boj utarna, and neglecting the well-being, health, and educational and childhood. Societal contractions, disparity between devaluing or the birth and of a girl child and seeking female doctor for gynecological need and mitigation strategies and proposed intervention framework addressing child marriage necessitate a multi-sectoral approach combining legal information and social change. Then comes the legal administration. So the legal administration propose external grassroots information and government and administration have the key responsibility and the establishment of dedicated task force by BDO and Sarpanch at local level and local administration and community leadership are there and mandate inclusion of Anganwadi Sathins and Pererak and police headmaster CWO in task force and ensuring regular meetings. Then comes the establish a clear accountable mechanism for local government functionaries, sarpanch, patwari, teacher, police, municipal officer regarding prevention and reporting. Then comes the gatekeeper, mandate accountability for printing press that print cards. So, and then comes the mandate accountability for managed venues, school, patwar bhavans, communal center, and permit child marriage. Then comes the conduct extensive awareness, extensive publicity campaign on illegality of child marriage penalties and the reporting mechanism. Then comes the publicize relevant helplines, the 1090, 181, and 1098, and 100. So, publicize the child marriage free India portal for online campaign and social shift promote principle of पहले पढ़ाई फिर विधाई first to education then marriage and address the girls as burden mentality and dowry. Then comes the empower girls to resist child marriage, support community based effort and NGO working in this area. Foster mindset shift to value daughter equally to son and reporting the uphold citizen responsibility to report suspected child marriage promptly to authorities. Then comes the capacity implement effective trainings and monitoring programs for official involved in prevention and informants. Then international obligation, India is signatory of international human rights instruments like UDHR, CEDAW, and CRC committing to child protection. Previous committees to eradicate child marriage by 2010 remain unfulfilled. Child marriage impede progress toward sustainable development goal and related to health, gender equality, and child right. So, ending child marriage required a collective and individual responsibility from children's and government functionaries, while challenging remains notable effort by institutions and girls themselves in resisting child marriage demonstrate positive potential. Prioritizing girls' education and ensuring robust, accountable implement are critical steps